is handed to the secretariat by the secretary. Give him the microphone, please. No, that this hall is big.
Examined the budget and saw that the items there were feasible, and we think the budget should be adopted.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. So we will get the written report and then exploit it. Social and Welfare Committee.
Thank you, Lord. Social and Welfare Committee scrutinized the budget in details and the financial plan. We ensure that it aligns with the strategic objective of the project. Of the budget, and it was realistic. And then, really, on other matters, we looked at the mayor presiding over 30 marriages on Friday. It was marvelous. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
For the Bamenda III institution, we and culture committee, we went through the draft budget. We saw that there are certain things that concern the women that are not being projected in the project. So we, the committee, come up with some proposals for the council, like as the council should implement the gender policies for the Bamenda III institution. The committee proposed that the council should also hire experts to develop the gender policy for the Bamenda III Council. This is in line with Women, Peace and Security Agenda and the Cameroon National Action Plan. The committee also suggested that the Bamenda III Council should to allocate the budget for sensitization on GBV, that's gender-based violence and conflict-related sexual violence for the villages of Bamenda III. The committee also proposed that the committee proposes two actions. First, to adopt the adoption of the council gender policy to guide gender responsive planning and services delivery. Second, to review the budget allocation to support targeted interventions in three areas: the design of a gender policy, capacity building, leadership development, digital literacy and security, sensitization campaign against GBV and conflict-related violence. The meeting is ended at 2:45 p.m. Merry Christmas.
Okay, thank you so much for the summary. Let's get the Works Committee, please.
And the program action system for the year 2026, and the committee was more concerned with the investment budget the investment budget and revenue. And then they encourage the revenue collection to make this thing come true. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for the summary presentation. I want to say the Social and Welfare Committee talked on civil status. I think we'll get deep into that in the course of the meeting. Most interestingly, the Women's Committee talked about the gender policy for the municipality, and they suggested that we hire maybe a non-governmental organization to assist us. Okay, that is good. That is very good. We will do everything to take that into consideration in the course of implementing the budget for 2026. We can now listen to the Finance Committee's report.
All protocol will be respected. A report of the Finance Committee to the budgetary session of 23rd December 2025. The Finance Committee sat as convocated by the Lord Mayor. We did really a great work. We went into all the documents, reviewed the budget of 2025, put it parallel the one of 2026, and we came out with this write-up. I will give the floor to the secretary to read the write-up.
Thank you very much. During the committee meeting, we had our chair, secretary, and other members. In attendance were Mrs. Manka Pinda, Secretary General of the Bamenda III Council, Mr. Longtum Ignatius Bonyori, Municipal Treasurer, and our agenda was as well opening examination of the 2026 budget, any other business. Opening. The meeting of the Finance Committee was held in the Council Chamber on Friday, 19 December 2025, at the invitation of the Mayor of Bamenda III Council. Opening prayers were led by Councillor Abel at 11:30 a.m. The agenda was adopted as above. In his opening remarks, the chairman of the committee, Mr. Adolf Franklin, welcomed members, and a minute of silence was observed in remembrance of late Councillor Asobo Samuel Mbuya and other Bamenda III municipality councillors who have been transited to the world beyond. He wished them well as they deliberated and planned a percentage of 83% of the budget. Investment stood at, that's investment income stood at 131 billion, recording a 16.7%. In 2026 now, 653 million is budgeted for as recurrent income, making a 28.9% score. Investment income is programmed at 1,610 million, scoring a percentage of 71.1%. For expenditure in 2025, the recurrent expenditure was 469 million, scoring a percentage of 59.8%. While its investment was 315 million, giving a percentage of 40.2%. In 2026, recurrent expenditure is estimated at 577 million, scoring a percentage of 40.2%. In 2026, Recurrent expenditure is estimated at 577 million, scoring a percentage of 25.5%, while investment will be 1,687,000,000 francs, giving a percentage of 74.5%. The investment percentage is not in consonance with the prescriptions of Law Number 2019/024 of December 2019, instituting the General Code of Local and Regional Authorities in its section 417, as investment expenditure has been given more attention in this 2026 program budget. Funds from Prologue, Road Fund, and Public Investment Budget for 2026 have a great impact on the investment expenditure. The next table is talking about personnel to recurrent expenditure ratio. In 2025, recurring expenses stood at 469 million, while personnel expenses stood at 163 million, giving a percentage of 34.9%. For 2026, the recurrent expenditure is 577 million, while personnel expenses are estimated at 192 million, giving a percentage of 25.5%. The personnel expenses increased by 29 million over 2025. This is an increase of 9.4%. We were informed that the increase is provided for to apply for the provision of Decree number 2023/421 of 19th September 2023 by the head of state and arrears of CMPS to be paid by the council, some salary increments and provisions for recruitment of Bamenda III Council, police also. All of these are of need and should be done judiciously as advised in the previous reports. Note should be taken that the 35% is the maximum percentage allowed, so management should review staff situation and avoid the risk. See revenue. We examined the 2025 and 2026 draft estimates side by side with the up-to-date realization of those of 2025. Over comments for that of year are still obtainable. We shall therefore comment mostly on items that have changes. 25 already. We encourage the 21 of 19th September 2023 by the head of state and arrears of CMPS to be paid by the council, some salary increments and provisions for recruitment of Bamenda III Council, police also. All of these options shall also apply to explanations on expenditures. So you have the table for revenue. 107 parking fee, 16 million was budgeted and 6,661,700 was realized. Not budgeted in 2026 because of the new tax reform, which has 5 fuel and lubricants, 25,500,000 was budgeted in 2024, 15,350,000 was realized, 25,500,000 has been budgeted for 2026. This is for running of the council and road works. Account 610-107 road maintenance. In 2025, 10 million was budgeted. 3,883,000 was realized. 10 million has still been budgeted. This is maintenance plan. Maintenance plan is needed for development. Account 610-108 building maintenance. 2 million was budgeted in 2025, nothing was realized. 91,752,237 crowns has been budgeted for 2026. Maintenance policy is good. Account 610-110, purchase of material supplies for consumption and miscellaneous maintenance. 20 million was budgeted in 2025. 8,500,000 was realized. 20 million has still been budgeted. The mayor will embark on inclusive empowerment of farmers. Account 610-113, council electricity arrears. 3 million was budgeted. Nothing was realized. 3 million has still been budgeted to take care of areas of the council electricity. Account 612-120, road network development. 5 million francs was budgeted in 2025. Nothing was realized. 275,566,000 has been budgeted for 2026. To meet up with the 575,153,000. Then 2026 payment authorization is 594,848 francs. 930 francs is committed and authorized, and the same amount is also authorized for payment, giving a grand total of 2,664,000, which is committed and authorized, as well as 2,664,000 authorized for payment. Other matters. One draft deliberation presented was reserved to be discussed and resolved during the plenary session of the 23rd December 2025. The meeting rose at 1:45 p.m. with the chairman, when the chairman made his closing remarks to allow the secretariat continue work to compile this report. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the presentation. If you look on the last page, summary E, the presentation of the program budget, most of us will not understand it properly. So we are calling on the Lord Mayor that we actually need so many seminars to train us on this program budget. Because when they're reading like this, it's really new to most of our colleagues, and it took us time, and the short training period that we gave us was not sufficient. So we are pleading that come next year, we should have more trainings on this.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Thanking all the members of the Finance Committee for the work that have been done. Yeah, I think when there are changes, there must be training. Training is very important. And I hope that have been taken into consideration. Budget of the Bamenda III Council for 2026. The 2026 draft program budget for the Bamenda III Council, which is tabled before you for scrutiny and eventual adoption today, Tuesday, 23rd December, is drawn in accordance with the Prime Ministerial Decree, which stands at 2,264,000,000 revenue. If we go to Part A, we have operating revenue. Tax revenue, 78 million francs CFA. Additional council tax, 401 million francs. Local development tax, 12 million francs. Forest royalty, 24 million francs. Council taxes, 58 million. Operating rights of establishment, classified, that's 2 million francs. Proceeds from use of council property, 62,600,000 francs. Transfer and subsidies received from Bamenda City Council, 14,294,904 francs. Donations and legacies not allocated to investment, 1,900,000 francs. If you add all of that, we will have 653,806,904. Let's move to investment expenditure. General dissertation allocation for investment, 100 million. Grants received, 1,444,000 francs. Donation legacies received in capital and endowment, 15 million francs. State guarantee loans, 51 million francs. If you add A plus B, you have a total of 2,264,480,394 francs. The expenditure followed the 4 programs instituted by the Ministry of Local Development. Significant part of this budget will be used for the grading of road, extension of water, maintenance of water pipeline and tanks, and the creation of green spaces, mini agro-pastoral show, holiday jobs, women and youth empowerment, payment of staff salary, social insurance contribution, taxes, the festival of arts and culture, solar energy, construction of borehole, extension of electricity to certain quarter, and equipment of integrated health center, etc. The expenditure is constituted of operating expenditure and investment expenditure. Contribution to communities and public establishment, 24 million francs. Contribution to organization supporting local authority, 23 million francs. Care stickers, 900,000 francs. Tax and capital gains, 300,000. Toll rights, 100,000. Property taxes and administrative fee, 500,000. Allowances and expenses of the executive, 31 million francs. Special operating costs, 10 million francs. Special conviction and compensation, 500,000. Other exceptional expenses, except accounting deficit, 44,100,000 francs. Interest and financial charges on debts, 400,000. Other interest and financial charges, 400,000. If you add all of that, you have a total of 577,346,157. If we go to investment expenditure, we have acquisition and development of land, 17 million. Administrative building for office use, 114 million francs. Administrative building for technical use, 172 million francs. Works, 662 million francs. Infrastructure, 322 million francs. Furniture and equipment for housing and office, 10 million francs. Office computers, 14 million francs. Services and function transport equipment, 27 million francs. Technical equipment and tools, 335 million francs. Public transport and goods equipment, 6 million. Police mutual materials and equipment, 5 million francs. Adding all of that, you will have 668,134,237 francs. So if you add all of that, you will have a total of 2,264,480,394 of the budget for investment. Normally we are supposed to have 50. So the next point on our agenda shows that we have to examine the budget and eventually adopt it. So on examination of the budget of the Bamenda III Council. It's not only the finance committee to talk, but other committees can talk. We are on examination of the Bamenda III Council budget. Should we go page by page? Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes. Any other contrary view to what he has said? Councillor Fonche, give him the microphone, please.
Yes, as he has said, I stand to support his presentation.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much. So the motion is that since the finance committee have examined the budget in details, there will be no necessity to go page by page again to examine the budget. So we are confident that the work that the finance committee have done is a commendable job. So we adopt what they have done. So with that said, I will want that somebody should rise up to move for the adoption of the budget of the Bamenda III Council for the year 2026. Yes, Councillor Angela Regina. Give the mic, please. The microphone. Give the microphone to her.
All protocol duly respected. I, Angela Regina, stand to move for the adoption of the budget as presented for the year 2026.
Seconded by Okay, thank you. Now, let us now go by show of hand because somebody may just sit down but may be having something special. So, can we now show our hands up? No, only the councillors are voting, please. Only the councillors.
From our attendance sheet, we have 19 present and we have 8 proxies. So we have 19 councillors present and 8 proxies, making 26.
So we are counting the votes, please.
Yes.
So we have how many percent? They should show their hands again. Show your hand, please.
We have 100%.
Okay, so the budget of the Bamenda III Council stands adopted at 100% vote. Can you clap for Bamenda III Council? Okay, thank you so much. The Secretary General should present the deliberations that we have here, please.
Yes, Lord Mayor, we have 4 deliberations. The first one is for the adoption of the budget as has been examined. The second one is authorizing the mayor to apply for a loan of 85 million francs from FACOM as expropriation cost for the building of the municipal housing estate. The copies of the deliberations are in the files of the councillors. The third one is on training the municipal authorities. So the training aspect had already been taken into consideration, and the deliberation taken into consideration as well. And then the fourth one is about the training of staff of the Bamenda III Council. So those are the 4 deliberations we have, sir.
There was supposed to be a special authorization. Empty. That's all you have? Okay. Okay, all right, thank you. So, you've listened to the 4 deliberations that we have. Is there any observation as far as those deliberations is concerned? The one that we want to take the loan from FECOM is to expropriate these people found on this property, this land here. We have to pay them also that the project for the municipal housing estate should take off. The President of the Republic have already signed the expropriation, the decree to expropriate these people here. But now we need the last decree. We are still waiting on the decree, the indemnification decree. We are still waiting for that decree to come. Then alongside with this deliberation, we can be able to get that money from FECOM. We pay these people so that that project can already see the light of day. Thank you. If there's no observation, somebody should move for the adoption of the resolutions as presented. Yes. One case for you.
I stand to move for the adoption of the resolution as presented.
Okay. Seconded by Conchita Koloff. Oh, Councilor Ngamo Abe. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so we have the next point on our agenda, which is any other business. Any other business? Yes.
Even though I am councillor, even though the committee reports were they are passed through the secretariat, but I have to witnessed some errors there that we have to present. I've seen that the social welfare overworked, and even they think about themselves, because the idea of councillors' insurance was supposed to be taught by them. So the visiting councillors to have their insurances. The second worry I have is with the works committee. The works committee, I see that there are certain works that the works committee have not listed. If you go into their presentation, there's a complex building at my city market community. It is not there. Secondly, there's the works that the contractors do. They are not actually. They need some follow up. So last time the works and transport committee, they used to go out. I think that they should go out to follow up these contractors, because the works that you go to the field and visit, they are not actually proper works done. So those are the two worries that I have.
Thank you. Any other point on matters arising? On other matters? Yes. Honorable Judge.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. My standing up is to appreciate the administration of Bamenda III Council for this magnificent hall that we are seated in this morning. It has been a while that we were just patching elsewhere. And also to thank the executive of this council for the level of realization of projects of 2025, and also encourage them to put more effort than 2026. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, Mayor Margaret Zell.
Lord Mayor, I appreciate very much the work that has been done in the enticing markets, and I thank you very much. I just want to say that we should try to see that we get into that market, because the traders are really looking forward to it. And also, if we leave it again for too long, it will remain a hideout for thieves. The traders can clean it, they think they can enter into their shops or something. Please, sir, I'm begging. I wish it could be done before the end of the year, so that the new year takes us there. And it's going to help us to keep away those who are marketing along the Poncha Street junction. Because with this, I'm sure we can easily get them out of that place, so that we have some order in our streets. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes.
Thank you very much, Lord Mayor. I also stand up to appreciate the work that has been done on the tiling of the road around the district hospital that was usually called PMI. And this, the hospital level of hygiene has improved, because there's no dust again settling in the hospital as was the case in the past. Then, I further wish to appeal, Lord Mayor, that since the new road is almost getting completed along the street from, they call the Champion to New Road Junction, it is very important that speed brakes should be installed along that route, because the last coat of tar is already being put from hotspot, and it is important that as the road approaches where the population is thickly populated, there should be speed brakes. Those types that are along the Babusam, Babaju, Bamenda Highway. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
Lord Mayor, this is a reminder. My brother here talked about the stretch of road behind PMI. Last time we recommended that they should put rain gates there, because when you look at the state of that road, it's already getting too depreciated because of the heavy use of those trucks. It is a camion garage, it is parking, it is everything. The billboards which have been put there are serving no purpose. So please, that we should have rain gates to restrict the kind of vehicles to be parking there.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Councillor Bella.
Treatment supplied at the health center, the construction of the fence, but I still appeal. The area is so porous, so if the work can be completed as soon as possible, so that the place will be enclosed for security, will be the best.
Okay, the last, Councillor. Okay.
Thank you, Lord Mayor, for the wonderful job that you have done in this municipality, and to appeal that those of us living at the rural area, adequate measures should be taken.
Yes, Councillor Vice.
Thank you, my Lord Mayor. I appreciate you, the council, for the water in my quarter. But it's just that stand right up. In our houses, we don't have water. So an old mother cannot live right below the town basin and go up at the church to carry water. So my Lord, I'm really pleading. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for all the observations. You want something? Yes.
Okay, Lord Mayor, I have a worry with this road leading to GKHS, opposite Guinness. The washing points that were removed from the riverside there, have transferred it in front of that building, that CDC building, and the water has cut the road into two, making it very impossible for vehicles to pass. So I think if
the road itself is already bad and damaged.
Yes, and that water is contributing a lot to destroy the road mountain. So if some measures can be taken, I think it will be better. Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you, Lord Mayor. Thank you. I just wish to thank God once more for sustaining us up to this hour. I just wish to extend our condolences to the Gendarmerie Force for the loss they incurred from last week back. And just to say we are all in it and we'll keep fighting. And now I just wish to remind our divisional officer, sir, with all due respect, when certain farmer grazers issues are not handled, it could escalate into a conflict. I see. To reiterate and appeal that you precipitate to getting a finding and lasting solution to the grazers' problem and farmers of India. Without which, thank you very much, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for your observation.
Thank you very much, Lord Mayor. I join the train in appreciating all the efforts that the team you lead has been putting in place. But I have this concern that you remember during the holiday days, you promised to elevate the road leading into the field where games are played and the government schools that are situated that way. This is about the second year running, Lord Mayor. I just want to call your attention again that maybe you could still reconsider and see what to do, because that road, when it rains, during the rain, so we made a public declaration, and people are asking, where is the rain now? Where is the rain? Thank you, Lord.
All right. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for all your observations and worries. But just to quickly go through what we actually want to do for next year, maybe it's going to answer most of the worries that you've raised. We have reviewed that next year we are going to equip the Health Center, and we are going to complete the fence at the Penn Health Center, the Integrated Health Center, Ukwe. The fence will be completed next year. Then we are going to equally construct a solar power borehole at Zenefo Pata. That is one of the quarters that we are going without water. So we'll give them a borehole that is solar powered, as well as the Tambang water project is actually ongoing now. We have also budgeted for that. Then we will also purchase some equipment for the council water projects, that's maintenance equipment, and especially this year we have put in place about 30 million for sanitation, which we are going to get something like tricycles and more trash cans, which after going through the contracting procedure, maybe is going to also take off this year. Then the road from Teken here, this Teken Hall here, the way you are branching to go to the Views Street down there, the other road that goes up straight, put a line here, right to Singapore. We have also programmed that we are going to tar that road next year. So that one is in our action plan, and I believe it's going to be done. Then next year we have also programmed. We are already going through the contracting procedure to build the Castle Bridge of the village. Then we have equally budgeted for the extension of electricity to Tila Pata. So we have budgeted for that until electricity as well. Then we have a community preschool at GST for that. The children are living in a very unhealthy place. So we will also be constructing 2 classrooms to get that the children to have a good learning environment. Then as far as the prologue project is concerned, unfortunately some councillors did not take it serious, because the quarters that we have in Pen and Zak, not all the quarters were represented in the prologue project. They are not active in the prologue project, which is too bad, because this investment that we have just presented here is out of the prologue project. In that prologue project, we still have about 850 something, 70 something million francs that is ready to be invested next year. We have not yet programmed it because the project has to come from the communities, from the development committees. Most of the development committees have already presented their project, if not all. I think all have presented. Those that were trained, they have already presented, and we will be having a town hall meeting now, and then after that we'll send the project to the various sector ministries for studies. After the studies, you know, the market cannot start without those facilities, as well as lighting of the market is concerned, and then security. So we are taking care of those aspects, and we really want that if we can go as fast as possible so that the community can continue to enjoy the market. Somebody talked about water to target too. Yes, to our citizens. We are sorry that only the stamp gap and target too is helping for now, but we can rest assured that before the end of February, we will already be there and things will be better. Equally, not really required is doubling. Anyway, we will talk with the enterprise, the both enterprise, and first of all see what is in this contract, and then we'll try to propose. If we could propose certain to match with that service. We have also the contract have also been awarded to plant solar in the office here, since a new is very irregular, and the civil status center that we are about to build is supposed to be running 24/24. So any day from now, the contractor is going to come round to install solar that is going to run the entire office to the entire office. That's what is taking place, the hall and office and all the machines, which a new now will be like second option. Yeah, during the report of the Women's Committee, we talk about gender-based violence and so on. We have budgeted something for that. I think it's reviewed in our budget. We will see how we could move ahead with that. But this issue is becoming an issue because there is an issue that we are handling with the second deputy mayor that will actually witness a situation of rape. A child of about 15 years was raped by an over 60-year-old man. So I think those are the situations that we need to take as an example in order to make sure that the other people can learn. I want to thank the commandant who made an effort to pick up the man. The man escaped, but he cannot escape. We made an effort to pick the man before the commandant arrives. The man has disappeared. So, but we are still behind him. As soon as we get information, we'll get through to the brigade and the man will be picked up.
To congratulate the council executive for offering the municipality of Bamenda III with a magnificent and beautiful hall that we are enjoying today. I think anybody who comes into this hall will be proud of the type of council executive you have in Bamenda III. As we say in Pidgin, not only the pride of this municipality, but the envy of other communities.
That said, we are sitting today in the council budgetary session. We have listened to all the presentations, especially those of the finance committee. The mayor has presented his budgetary plan for the coming year, and we have all noticed that it has respected all the legal canons, especially the percentage earmarked for investment budget that has not only been respected but has been increased by 14%. That is to prove that the council is giving priority to investment. And when you look at what has been envisaged for investment projects, it really reflects the basic needs of the population of this municipality, as it will go a long way to ameliorate the living conditions of the population. At least a council that has ambition and is ready to gain the confidence of its population is known through the type and quality of projects being realized. I want to throw more light on, I think it should be possible. Priority should be given to wood, metallic or concrete poles. It will take some money from council coffers, but it will solve so many problems in future. Yeah, because wooden poles are no longer reliable, especially in the grassland area. With climate fluctuations, those poles no longer last for long. But with concrete poles or metallic poles, you can be sure that even generations to come will enjoy them. A worry was equally raised about farmer grazier problems in the village. I want to tell the first deputy mayor that I've taken note. I don't need to go into details. The commission will do its work. I will end with the issue of security. We are all very soon, we will unfortunately be celebrating the 10th anniversary of crisis in this region. And I must admit and confess, which is so unfortunate. Some of them are their business rivals, some social rivals, and some out of jealousy. It is time we start denouncing those people, at least when we know them, so that we start uprooting them from amongst ourselves. Families are suffering. Let's play our own role, while waiting for the government to play its own role through security measures that are being taken. On that note, I want to wish all the Christians that will be celebrating, commemorating the birth of Christ on Christmas Day, a Merry Christmas in advance. And through you to the population of this municipality, a happy and prosperous New Year 2026. Thank you for your kind attention.
I want to sincerely thank the divisional officer to the Bamenda III Council representing the senior divisional officer for his remarks, and all what we have raised will be taken into consideration in the course of implementing the budget for 2026. Thank you for all the support. While the divisional officer was talking, His Royal Majesty the Font of Pen just made his entry into the hall. You are welcome, Your Royal Majesty. We recognize you are present and to inform you that The senior divisional officer was just giving his closing remark for the session. But that notwithstanding, we can still give you an opportunity to greet the audience, so that you will now be served with the documentation on the work that we have done today, so that you can find time to go to it and appreciate it. Yes?
Before the mayor gives his concluding remarks, so many people have been coming to my office to find out why there is so much talk about the project that has been but I thought I should share with you, and at the same time, it's true that it's difficult to pass the information to the general public, but you are the voices of the public. It is true that it is the population is called upon not to engage any further investment along that stretch of road, because it will be needless to engage in investment that will be destroyed not long from now. So that's the information I wanted to add to the intervention that I made a while ago. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. That's really good news for us. Thank
you, Lord Mayor. The senior divisional officer here represented by the divisional officer for Bamenda III, the Lord Mayor for Bamenda III, the deputy city mayor, and all the security authorities, the councillors, and any other invited guests here present with us. I want to take this singular opportunity to wish you Merry Christmas in advance and prosperous New Year. I also want to take this opportunity to thank the mayor for Bamenda III for having worked so hard for us to realize this befitting council hall. So I want to thank you, Lord Mayor, and all your collaborators for this wonderful job. And I wish that we take a round of applause to the Lord Mayor. You can see for yourself, the place is big, it's airy, it's comfortable for us to hold our council session meetings. And I believe that we will continue in this spirit and will continue to develop Bamenda III. The divisional officer, the senior divisional officer has spoken. I will not say much, but I want to thank you all that we should take this 2026 to be a year of massive development. A development that will impact lives in our community. Because that is the vision of the head of state. And that is why decentralization has come. So we should take this opportunity, this 2026, to work hard, better the lives of our municipalities, our constituencies, our council area, and so on and so forth. Without much ado, I will not go lengthily because all has been done. But once more, thank you, Lord Mayor, and thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you, Your Royal Majesty. Everything will be taken into consideration as we move on together. Before I get to my closing remark, I will want to say that At the beginning of the meeting, Mayor Cotti talked about City Councilor Moya somewhere who passed on. And today is an opportunity for us to vote a councillor that will replace him at the level of the city board. So the floor is open for nomination. Are we going to, we don't get this thing, we don't get secret ballot box. Pardon. Go ahead.
Thank you. Respecting all protocol, Your Highness, you're welcome. Sir, I think at this particular point, it would be inherent and much more honorific that as a chief executive officer heading the councillors, I want to think would have been a consortium to designate a replacement for Senior Councillor Mboya. And at this point, I'll be moving a motion saying, under the rules of equity, if we want to look at geographical representation, then not undermining protocol, not going to belabor a point, let a councillor from that. It brings a lot of anarchy in leadership. I think we should be very, very pragmatic. We cannot be preaching, vice and practicing virtues. I want to say this, in as much as we are councillors, we represent constituencies. And if by merit, by right, you look at the composition of the city council, it's made of 7 villages. Inherent to the fact that when councillors emanate from these villages, they come to represent the aspirations of this particular area. Well, I don't need anybody to second the nomination of Councillor Donald Fortier, but I still reiterate that to me, let's effect equity. It's equity. And they say, you go to equity, go to clean hands. We are not in a traditional setup. It's not a mark house here. It's not a samba. Obobuto house here. No, no. We are talking about councillors. And my own submission, sir, is if we look at it well, I don't know, let that marginalization be diminished.
Okay, please, the council is governed by a legal framework. Once we start move out of it, it becomes a problem. Because I don't know me now how I can sit here and say, okay, I appoint this man to get to the city council. The law says that when it happens like that, the council session designates a councillor to replace that councillor. It's the council session, it's the action of the council. So let us not go within the law, because the council is governed by law. When we go out of the law, we run into more crisis. Yes. The nomination for one Pauline, is it seconded? Seconded. Is there any other nomination? Any other nomination? There is no other nomination. Can we say Councillor Pauline has been promoted as a city councillor? Can we endorse it by show of hands? Show your hands up.
Sir, I think when we talk of the rule of law, and one of the facets of law is the rule of equity. We need, when there is an empty right, when equity meets with the law, equity prevails. The law can never override equity. And if we want to talk about the law, looking at the composition of municipal councillors, we talk of geographical representation, we talk of gender. Where do we leave all these ones? Are they now the rule of equity or the rule of law? Well, with all due respect, it's my turn today. Tomorrow will be another person's turn. I move the motion. Madam Pauline, congratulations. Congratulations.
Look at Mr. Mayor. Let us not talk as if we are not following the right procedure. The 2019 law talks about the council executive. In the council executive, it must take into consideration the various villages that are there. But designation of councillors to the city council is by vote. Is by vote from the municipal council. There is no other clause in that. Please. So, away from this, can we show our hands to be counted so that we are actually sure that we are doing the right thing? Because people may be sitting down when they are not satisfied. Let's be sure that she has majority of the votes. Who is counting? Secretariat. Yes. You count. How many? What is the count? It's how many, please? They need to be not count. Why were you doing that on the list? Okay, thank you so much. Councillor Wankwe Pauline has been promoted as a city councillor. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the end of our deliberations for today. We are thankful that our meeting went on smoothly. And after the meeting, we will get out there. We will do a symbolic cutting of the ribbon to open the hall by the Dio of Bamenda III. Since this is the very first meeting that we are holding in this hall, the Dio Bamenda III will do a symbolic cutting of the ribbon to open the hall to the public, to the population of Bamenda III municipality, while counting everybody. And just to announce that we have enough for everybody. There's enough vote, there's enough legal, because today is council session and opening of the hall. So there's no need for us to be in a hurry to take all what have been provided. I want to once more thank you all and to announce that to all the collaborators and stakeholders, if council not give on Christmas, it will be on New Year. Be less assured. It will just come up with any month to play with you. Thank you very much. The meeting is closed.
Just leave behind it. It's not so
People should go down. People should go down. Stand behind it. Stand behind you. Stand behind.
Okay. Today, 23rd of December 2025, history continues in Bamenda III Division with the Trinity doing it again. Okay. Today, 23rd of December 2025, history continues in Bamenda III Division with the Trinity doing it again.
Just leave behind it. Just leave behind it. It's not so
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much.